Africa. And of course, this is the Gusto Morning Drive News. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening for wherever it is you're listening or watching from all over the world. Thank you so much for your incredible support. You guys have been quite amazing, more than amazing, even. So, guys, thank you for joining me on the morning drive, the quick morning drive news. Guys, please make sure to turn on your post notification. And we want to say thank you for your incredible comments, your feedback. And I see that you guys want us to be better, want us to improve, and we're doing all that to make sure that we give you the best of experience when it comes to Afrobeat and Afrobeat conversation. So, guys, we see everything that you send our way, and we are taking a very good note of them. So thank you so much for being a part of this amazing family. And of course, we have Ayra Starr in the news this morning. In the news, we have Burna Boy in the news, Wizkid as well. And I just want you to stick to the end of the news so that you get the whole package, right? So don't touch that dial, don't go anywhere. All right, so starting off strongly with the new music, and this video has been making rounds on the internet. Very warming, for lack of a better way to say it, to see that Ayra Starr has hopped back into the studio to create magic again. I mean, coming from the back of the euphoria of the Grammys. Yes, she was nominated alongside Wizkid on that amazing record. Gimme that. Win Grammy sharp, but then again, getting nominated is just proof that she's doing something incredible. She's doing something amazing, and you know what? The global audience, they listen, that they feel and of course, getting a Grammy nomination is not a mere feat. To be able to get that recognition globally and to get into the Grammy nominations list, that in fact is a win in itself. But then again, we know Tyler took it home with and that amazing record. Um, and then there's been a lot of debate, you know what, because Davido was also in that category and pushed to start, swept it, and pushed everybody to the side. But then again, Ayra Starr is back in the studio to give us great music. It just shows that consistency is something that she's not joking with in 2026. And then she's not going to slow her roll for anything or anybody. And I think that's beautiful to see. And I mean, this banger is already bangering, if I have to put it that way, right? And everyone has been going, crazy about this one. The excitement levels for the release of this record is really intense right now. It seems like we have waited too long for Ayra Starr, and everybody is super super excited for this release. And of course, you can tell in this tone that he is Albi is typing with. It says, make sure you drop another banger, we are hungry already. Is this the same for you and the rest of the mobsters and the rest of the Afrobeat enthusiasts and music lovers? I think it is, because I mean the latest we've seen, Ayra Starr get close is to actually bring home a Grammy with the Give Me That nomination featuring Wizkid. And I still say it to anyone who's at the back and who cannot hear me, I'll scream it and say Ayra Starr is up there as one of the best female superstars we have to come out of Africa. Yes, I mean there's a lot of comparison between herself and Tems and Tyler. But then I think what's going on between them three, or all of them in that bracket, is just healthy competition. And I really want to see a lot of collaborations between them, so we can actually bring this home faster and quicker. So yes, I'm rooting for her, and I'm seriously expecting this amazing, amazing banging tune. And Solo Cruise 9 says this woman just Sabi, of course, which you expect. Now she they call this Sabi girl, and of course, Semenfo says Afrobeats queen. Yes, highly debatable, but of course she's one of the queens of Afrobeats. Yes, congratulations to Ayra Starr, and we cannot wait for new music to drop anytime soon. So yes, fingers crossed and locked in on that one. Femi Peter says this one go definitely blow. Brother, I believe you, because this girl, and actually they call most blown. And you know what, in international scene don't recognize them, say she be sharp, sharp, sharp girl with sabi her work. So yes, I think it'd be easy for everyone to chop this record, and the flow is already indicating that this is going to be a sweet, sweet, smooth banger. So yes, let's keep an eye on that one, and we're rooting for Ayra Starr. Okie dokie. So Black Bones is in the news this morning, and Black Bones is set to perform live at his headline show at Earth London this April. So Black Bones has been quite quiet, if I have to put it that way. And it comes from the back of the whole back and forth between himself and Odumodu Black. They know they see eye to eye. Go be like save then jam, they go give one person black eye. But then again, I felt like hip hop, as much as it concerns the Nigerian music space, the Afrobeat space, is one very tense genre. But then again, I feel like Black Bones has actually really proven himself to be one of the best rappers to come out of Africa. I know there's something going on with the man to man, challenge. But then again, I don't want to speak on that. But then again, Black Bones is, doing his thing, and just to announce that he'll be performing live at his headline show at Earth London this April is just something refreshing. And I know that, what Ibuka is shining, and Ibuka is going to shine on that stage on the night. And guys, if you are excited, if you're going to be, in the UK, anywhere around this venue, are you going to attend? Is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? I think he is, because you know what, Ibuka really disappoint, and Black Bones is a solid artist. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and what do you hope for him in 2026. You see, Black Bones are actually topping major charts, doing major, amazing, crazy things, just to elevate his, artistry a little bit, and get into big conversations, maybe collaborations with Wiz, collaborations with David, or even Burna, or maybe settle or squash his beef with Odumodu Black and actually do a joint project. Anything and everything is possible when it comes to Afrobeat. So yes, let's just keep our fingers crossed on that one and see how it pans out. But then Black Bones, know that we are rooting for you. And of course, let's take this comment. It said Black Bones' consistency and relevance in the music industry is not much talked about. The dude has been around since 2012 and has remained relevant in the game. Most of the artists that started the same time with him, like Vector, Terry the Rap Man, Olamide, Emma, Ice Prince, EDC, are no longer as popular as they used to be, but Black Bones' influence has continued to grow. Really? Olamide is not popular, Emma is not popular, Ice Prince is not popular. Maybe Ice Prince, but then Vector the Viper. Come on now, you stop playing. Anyways, I read on. It says last year he set the internet on fire with his ACL masterclass. Only few artists can achieve that feat after more than a decade in the game. Anyways, the rest of the things you said, true, but then again, to say that Olamide is not relevant, bro, you might want to check that again. Even though the, Black Bone self no say that one self now misfire, you misfire for that. Anyways, that's your opinion, and we have to respect it. Okay, let's move a little bit quicker, and then of course this time around is Don Toliver's second hand featuring Rema has now debuted at number 29 on the US Billboard Hot 100. When we talk about the US Billboard One Hot 100, so I beg your pardon, Hot 100. um I mean, that is big shoes. It's not just for small boys or people who are just hanging around at music starts and stuff. Nah, this is for big boys. This is for the biggest boys on the block. And this time around, Don Toliver's second hand featuring Rema debuts at number 29 on the US Billboard Hot 100. It marks Rema's second entry on the chart, which means Rema has just entered the charts this for the second time on the 100, the Hot Billboard 100, right? So yes, congratulations to Remy, who a lot of people are saying, what, ate on that record and carried that record on his back. I'm loving it for him. And Destiny Joy says, Big Rema, absolute bloody lutely. This guy is actually as big as he claims he is. And of course, that Nigerian artists with the most US Billboard Hot 100 entries go fall out. And this time we get the statistics for Honor. Burna Boy has 7, Tems has 6, Wizkid has 5, Rema has 2. Of course, a new entry, most recently. And of course, Davido has 1 entry, Fireboy DMA has 1 entry, Loj and CK both have 1 entry each. Anyways, I mean, the Billboard 100 is one way to measure success in it, because the stats will always, represent the culture. The stats will always stay in front of the conversations whenever we talk about Afrobeat and the culture, right? So yes, congratulations to everyone. Burna Boy is the king, still 7. Thames follows 6. Wizkid followed by 5. Rema has 2. Davido has 1. Fireboy DML has 1. Lolo has 1, and CK has 1. Anyways, congratulations to everyone who's winning. We're rooting for everyone. But then again, it's just beautiful to see that Rema has made another entry via Don Toliver's amazing, amazing song. And then, of course, these collaborations, like I always say, we always do the culture very, very good. I want to see more collaborations in 2026. And then we see how it pans out. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on the morning drive here. Gusto TV Africa. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section about Ayra Starr's new drop. Is it worthy of another Grammy try? Let us know. Or she probably needs to hop in the studio and get more collaborations to get closer to the price. Or maybe a Tyler feature. Anyways, Tyler's done it. She's not a stranger to the Grammys now, right? So I think it's just safe to do it with someone who, understands the terrain. Let's see how it goes. And of course, let us know in the comments what you think about Black Bones' new tour. And of course, we want to hear everything that you have to say about this and more. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to see you on the next one.